Welcome back to Cute Dads. I'm Ben, and Futurama is well underway now as it drops its 5th episode. Titled Related to Items You're Viewing, episode 5 gives us a lot more of that Futurama humour, meaning that last week's wasn't just a one-off, and we are now on the rise. This episode stems around Amazon and the ultra-quick speedy service they offer. Momazon, which is a brilliant name, does everything our current Amazon does, but through the use of Invaser, which is obviously a hit at Amazon's privacy terms through Alexa. I'm honestly starting to enjoy this series. Apart from episode 3, it feels like Futurama never ended, even though we haven't watched it for years. It feels so familiar with the same humour and kept current at the same time. They're starting to introduce the return of more characters that actually have some depth to them, like Mom in this episode. Episode 5 starts with Fry tidying his house, or room, as technically it is Bender's closet. He's getting all this ready for Leela as they decide to move in together. They start to use Momazon to order some new items for their house. And like us, using Amazon, we buy stuff that we don't always need.
I'll get 5. No, wait, there's free shipping on 1,000.
It becomes apparent that Bender is a third wheel and makes a joke about him being a 3-wheeled tricycle but missing a wheel. And as a result, he hilariously calls Leela a bike.
That's a bicycle.
You're a bicycle!
As the sudden rise in Momazon puts all the high street delivery services to shame, Planet Express does what it can to survive, and we see the team travel to the moon. Here we get a nice joke about bullcrap.
They delivering some crap to the moon.
What kind of crap?
Bull.
A great detail here is that Bender and the team are actually delivering bullcrap for the farm that is on the moon. What a nice touch, Futurama. Not only do we learn that Mom has built her Momazon factory on the moon, but we get to see a quick glimpse of a fan favourite character, the Crushinator, reminding us of those classic episodes where Bender's crazy antics of running off with any robot he wants to, regardless of the consequence. We go to a town hall meeting where they rant about Mom Corp and the newly built Momazon delivery warehouse. Here, Mom makes an appearance with her overly friendly grandmother-esque personality. She gives everyone an Invaser, which can predict what people want before they even want it themselves. The gang receive a tour of Momazon where the robots are employed, but even though they work 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, they still get paid overtime. Love it. And after a quick tour, Bender now suddenly works for them and ends up escorting Fry and Leela from the premises. Once back, we get a clever shopping spree montage where a couple buy things from Momazon that are probably a waste of money. Bender becomes a packer, and we get some jokes made at Amazon's expense, like small items in an oversized box.
Before you tape the box, you gotta throw in one tiny air balloon for no reason.
As Fry and Leela begin to miss Bender, he sends a cry for help after being controlled by Mom Corp, which is how her organisation grows so quickly, by taking advantage of these robots. Now, in the final scenes, things get real crazy, unpredictable. In fact, I did not see any of this coming. Invaser, as an AI, begins to grow and starts to expand in size. The group fly throughout the warehouse's ever-expanding structure to rescue Bender before realising it's growing too quick. They land back at Planet Express, and here I question why they made it look like 2 moons when the warehouse was actually on the moon, so surely it would have just created a larger moon. Anyway, Invaser continues to grow and soon devours the planet and cascading everyone into darkness. But before they are all given a chance to freeze to death, Invaser continues to grow past the sun and throughout the entire universe. The episode ends with Fry, Leela and Bender being reunited, but on some simple cardboard box furniture, and Bender regains his title of a third wheel. Now overall, the episode was great, quite enjoyable, but there was one major thing I considered, was how far would Invaser expand? Now we know from Season 3, Episode 15, that there is an edge of the universe, a physical stopping point for the guys. Will Invaser continue past this point to an alternate universe? Will we get our own Futurama multiverse? And will Invaser pop up again in a future episode? Now, if things continue as they are, episode 6 and onwards are going to be fantastic. So, fingers crossed tightly for this. But let us know in thoughts, your comments on how you're enjoying the series so far. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time with something new.